Hello, Just Too Good here, and it's that time again. Today we're opening up every LEGO Minifigure series, 1 through 20, and then the 13 extra series. That is a total of 33 packs from 33 series, Series 20 being the most recent. Harry Potter Series 2 comes out in fall, but it hasn't released yet, so let's take a look at each of these. Series 1 was released all the way back 10 years ago in summer 2010. And I remember the barcodes on the back were actually able to be scanned to tell which figure is on the inside. That's the same with Series 2. But it seems like our first minifigure is the Spaceman. Opening up that pack, there was a certain smell that comes out of the inside of old CMF packs that just blasted nostalgia. That is weird to say, but the design of the Spaceman was rather simple, but this series only cost $2 a pack. It still used a new helmet at the time, which was this piece right here, and you can see he does have a pretty cool face underneath. I remember getting Series 1 back in Toys R Us, and then Series 2 later at Toys R Us when I just started my dark ages when I was out of LEGO. And it used to blow my mind how each minifigure would have an exclusive face print. Now I've gotten used to it, but I used to love collecting different minifigure face prints at the time. And oh my gosh, I opened this up terribly, but it's the surfer dude. And back in the day, I remember really wanting this shirtless torso, which I remember we had very basic ones back before 2010, but then we had some for flesh minifigures, but not yellow minifigures. Also, I like his swim trunks, which almost have a dual molding design to it, but it is just printing where there's none at the back. And also we have this surfboard right here. So Series 2 was fall 2010, Series 3 was January 2011. This is actually when they started selling them for $3 a pack and removed the barcodes where you can see which minifigures are in the packs. Either way, inside this copy is the alien. This alien dude reuses the headpiece that Squidman and Squidtron from Space Police 3, which is also super nostalgic used, but he does have totally different printing. I always liked the purple and lime green color scheme they had for him. Spring 2011 had Series 4, and inside this pack, it is, the Gnome. I always liked the Gnome minifigure's hat piece, which people tried using for a Link minifigure, but it faces the wrong way unless you're thinking Minish Cap. And then this fishing rod is actually pretty cool with this stud connection that has a string all the way to the top and then bait at the end. Series 5 came out in fall 2011. This was when I started getting back into LEGO after taking a brief break in summer 2010. And we have, the Gangsta. It still blows my mind that this was an official minifigure, and there was a gangster theme that was considered many years ago by LEGO, but they never followed through with it. But this design does have that violin case, which is really cool, and in general, just an interesting minifigure to get. Series 6 from January 2012. This top part was cut, but it is still sealed. This is actually, I think, the first one I collected all of when I got back into LEGO. We got the Skater Girl. I remember getting this a little early at a Learning Express when my brother was taking an SAT test back in 2012. Super nostalgic. Now, the design of this does have some interesting printing on the torso and the arms. And we also have that highlight on the hairpiece, as well as some nice printing on the skateboard that's just flying out of my hand. Next is Series 7 from spring 2012. As I received this, it looks like the seller cut this part, but I'm not sure what's on the inside here. And the figure is, the Jungle Boy. And if you watch older iterations of this every minifigure series opening, these are some of the more common characters to get from these packs, because when I buy a random pack, sellers usually feel up what's inside, and this is the least desirable of Series 7, so it is rather cheap. So just keep that in mind if you see an overlap. But either way, I like the monkey here. That's about the praise I could give this figure. Now, to coincide with the London Olympics in 2012, LEGO did a special series for Team GB. These are extremely expensive, particular figures are at least, and I always try to get the figures that I know I don't have for this series. So I don't remember what's inside here because I ordered it a while back, but it should be one I don't have, and I'm going to be super careful. Oh my gosh, I almost stabbed myself there. And, okay. Let's see which one it is. It is, still don't know. The weightlifter. So this guy costs like, I don't know, $70 sealed. It was a lot, but I make the money back because you guys watch this and it's fun to do and it's my collection, you know. I say that so geekly, my collection. But the next one I'm missing is the boxer from this series, and that guy goes for like 200 sealed. We'll see if next year I get that, because that is a lot. The reason these are so expensive, I think, is because the weights right here in that blue coloring are exclusive to this set, but also people like me like collecting every CMF, and I own every CMF besides that boxer at this point. I also loved how Team GB had exclusive printed plates, which they do bring back in later series, but don't do to this day. Now, Series 8 came out in fall 2012, and inside this pack, which one do we got? It is, come on, oh, the Man-Bat. Now, I'll be honest, this is one that I think I ordered specifically because I don't remember owning a Man-Bat. Now, you guys could probably point to an older video, and I probably open it up, and then, yeah, I do own it. But I have a forgetful self, so, yeah, this might be my second, might be my first Man-Bat, might be one of the last CMFs I have to collect. But this is right off the heels of Monster Fighters, where we did get a different version of this Man-Bat creature. It was in a dark brown or reddish brown. That was in the Vampire Castle. And then a few years later, we got Man-Bat from DC Superheroes. And heck, this year we're getting a new Man-Bat. Huh. Alright, so this is Series 9 from January 2013, which I remember LEGO touted as all original figures, and also it just kind of came out of random nowhere for its announcement. But this is one of those series where I'm not sure if I own all the figures of, but I think I do. But here, I got the Policeman. Actually, yeah, looking at the checklist, I do own all these figures, and like I said, I'm pretty sure I own all the CMFs. It's just that one boxer from Team GB. Now, either way, the design of this guy does have an exclusive 1x2. This was also the introduction with this modern LEGO police cap right here. And he also has handcuffs as well. Series 10, there's no way this has Mr. Gold on the inside. But let's see who is inside this copy. I just got a random pack. What if it is Mr. Gold? Whoa! Oh! I did not plan to get... Okay. Oh, all right. Oh, shoot. No, it's not Mr. Gold, but this is like, I think the rarest minifigure from Series 10. This goes for like 35 bucks. Okay, that's awesome. I only paid, I think, 14 bucks for this random pack, so stonks, I made profit. But the thing is, I'm not going to sell it. I don't sell Lego. But still, I don't have too many Bumblebee girls in my collection because she is so rare, so this is a nice one to add. Series 11 from fall 2011. Oh, I wonder who's in this one. I mean, I don't know. Sometimes I specifically order Pretzel. Let's see. Oh, nope. Diner Girl. This is one of my favorites from the series, actually, the more I look back. Love the cool yellow they used for her outfit. I also liked how she had a double-sided face, which is becoming more common in CMFs nowadays, but was kind of a rarity back then. I also love how she had, I think, well, I was going to say 2 new pieces, but this is actually from the waiter in Series 9. But she has this new hair piece, at least it was new at the time, and then they started reusing it for sets. But yeah, really cool minifigure if you ask me, and another great series with Series 11. While Team GB was a fluke, starting in January 2014, we got regular themed series. So this is the LEGO Movie series from the first LEGO movie. And it's so crazy because I remember opening these all up on my channel way back when they first came out. But for this minifigure, sorry, with my very hasty opening skills, sometimes the pieces fly everywhere. But this is William Shakespeare, and he has a 2x2 printed tile that says to build or not to build. He also has a little quill right there. This design is actually really cool and kind of underappreciated by me, so it's nice to get a second one. I think, yeah, this is my second one. This is actually a series I got very little of. The design of this hairpiece was also really cool to get as well, where it does have a bold cap at the top, to me, which is a little bit inconsistent how some minifigures are bold without a bold cap, and then some are bold with a smooth top. I don't know, but still, it looks really cool with the hair going all around that headpiece. And then there's LEGO Simpsons Series 1, which LEGO and Simpsons is a dream come true. I wish they would make a Series 3, maybe one day, with Disney now owning The Simpsons. But inside this pack is, oh, Bart Simpson. And keep in mind, this LEGO Simpsons series that released in May 2014 was the first series to be $4, so that's the second price hike in CMFs in the United States. Now this design does have a printed skateboard, though we did get a stickered one in the Simpsons house in January 2014. This design also has an exclusive print at the back where we have Bart's slingshot at his back pocket. Oh, and that Simpsons series also introduced dual molded arms, which they started using regularly after that series. Now, people are like, okay, Simpsons series was $4 in the United States because of the molded heads or whatever. Well, in fall 2014, when Series 12 came out, these were $4 as well. And we have the princess. And these were tied to the now defunct LEGO Minifigures online game. But this minifigure was actually one I really liked from Series 12. I like her specific hat-hair combo. I also like her dual-sided face, which one face has a smile, the other one has a kiss, and she also has a frog to kiss. Series 13 from January 2015. Now let's open this bad boy up. And inside this series, it is, oh, the fencer. You know, maybe I gave this figure some flack back in the day. I think it was especially common, but looking back, this is a really cool figure. It's a sport I haven't seen in LEGO before. Really like that exclusive helmet piece right here, which is similar to the kendo designs, but it isn't. It's a fencing helmet. And underneath, you do have a pretty generic face. But yeah, simple concept. Hasn't been done in LEGO before. Really like how this guy came out. Then there was the Simpsons Series 2 in May 2015. And this, unfortunately, I think sold much worse than the first series, so they didn't make a follow-up. But we have, looks like Professor Frink. Yep. And Professor Frink actually has a really hilarious headpiece. I don't know, I just really like how that came out. But yeah, that's it for Professor Frink. Really not one of my favorite characters in The Simpsons, if I had to be honest, but he is a pretty funny one-off joke. Then in the summer or fall of 2015, we had Minifigures Series 14, which was our first themed unlicensed series, which was the monsters. Now let's see what's... Oh my gosh, that blew up again. And this is Brickfoot. Yeah, I didn't really like this back in the day, and I'm not really a fan of it now. It uses the Yeti's headpiece, which I just don't think really fits. I guess it is kind of funny that the Yeti and Brickfoot also use the same headpiece, but it just, I don't know. I would have wished they did an exclusive headpiece or something. That was still goofy, but it reminded me more of Bigfoot. Now, this design also has just the camera as an accessory, which is just a really common piece. But Brickfoot is one of those that is very inexpensive to get, so that's probably why they gave me that as a random pack. Now, Series 15 came out in January 2016, which, on the inside, we have, oh, the Janitor. He's a Janny and he does it for free. No, this design actually has a really nice color scheme to it that I always liked. And I also like that new mop piece they introduced with this figure, but was actually used later that year in the Disney Castle set. So that's it for the Janitor. And we have Disney Series 1 from May 2016. This was pretty revolutionary for the time and was like the best-selling CMF series ever. Now, pouring everything out, it seems like we have Daisy Duck. And Daisy Duck didn't even have an accessory, but these Disney characters are so iconic, LEGO got away with it. Now, they do use a new duck piece for Daisy and Donald, and also this new bow piece for Minnie and Daisy, and of course that new duck head, which was reused for different ducks in these CMFs, but I remember it was also used for Deadpool Duck, which I still want to this day. So Series 16 had a really weird release where it was like the earliest release for a summer series worldwide. These just started showing up in July, and I think that was to compensate for the shortage of Disney series they had. But either way, on the inside here, let's see which character we got. I said, let's see which character we got. I still can't tell. Oh, it's the Secret Agent. And this is one of my favorite figures of Series 16. Not only is it an Alpha Team reference, but I also love that black backpack there. I love this new hairpiece, which they've never used since. I mean, I'm trying to think. Yeah, they haven't used this piece in any other sets. And that's because it's so limited because they have these little indents at the sides. And that's to have this little goggle part. But really, I wish they didn't include this and just made it a print and then just have this really neat hairpiece. But then again, I guess LEGO would be obligated to use that for certain licensed characters. So if it's more limited, they won't feel so obligated to. And maybe it's a lot to produce. I don't know. This design also had a really nice rope part right here, which I don't believe was new, and a silencer as well. Really, really cool figure. And in summer 2016, there was also the release of Team DFB. It did come right before Series 16, so sorry for that out of order moment. Now, inside, I'm probably not going to name the player right away. Yep, I think this is Tomas Mueller. Okay, I was close. I saw the same color hairpiece right there, but it was actually Maxwell Cruz. All right, disclaimer. I don't know jack crap about DFB, football, or even the German language, so I'm sorry if I mispronounce anything here, if I say anything wrong. But here's the thing. You know how I said I own every CMF? I totally forgot I am missing a lot of Team DFB. I don't think I owned this guy before, so this is actually a really cool figure to get, especially because I love LEGO hair pieces, and this hairpiece has never appeared in dark tan outside of this figure. So that's another one to add to the collection. I also love his chipper face right there. And dang, Team DFB was really cool, where each figure came with a soccer ball, and we also had a printed plate right here. And yes, I know it's also called football. Also keep in mind, Team DFB series was only available in parts of Europe, like Team GB. Anyways, next series is from January 2017, which is the LEGO Batman Movie Series. And inside, seems like we got March Harriet. And this was a pretty edgy figure to get in a LEGO CMF series, if you know her backstory and everything. But still, I guess you could say that with a lot of Batman villains. I really liked the design of this back in the day. I love the color scheme, and also she has that Tommy gun right there. And this is when LEGO lined up the releases with the numbers. So 2017 had Series 17. 2016 did have Series 16, but also Series 15. And then we just started getting one traditional series per year. And inside here, we had that weightlifter. It's one of those classic strongman designs, which is a really clever design from this series. I like that barbell design right there, which has the hundreds, and also that design for the legs and torso. Very cool figure overall from Series 17. And then for the fall 2017 series, to coincide with the Ninjago movie, we had a series for the Ninjago movie. Inside, let's see which figure we got. It is, I think Flashback Garmadon. And this is actually a really fun minifigure from that series. I just love this variant of Garmadon, which is crazy because they had 3 Garmadons in the series and one was just a retread. This is a really fun variant. I like that 2x2 printed tile of his dream house. Also, unlike Brickfoot, he actually has like a 1x1 stud on the camera and more than just this boring camera as an accessory. Love the face print, which is absolutely ridiculous. This hairpiece and this coloring. And some pretty cool torso prints as well. Which is just so ridiculous to have this, I guess, extra set of arm torso prints in this coloring with like a business tie and everything. I don't know, I find this minifigure hilarious. Then in January 2018, we had the second series for the Batman movie, which was always an odd choice in my opinion, but they really needed to fit 2 licensed series per year or 2 theme series per year. And this one was Apache Chief. This second series had lots of obscure DC characters like Apache Chief. I also like that 1x3 tile print of the photos. And this series had the return of printing on the little display stands right here, which I don't know why they dropped. Series 18 came out in May 2018 to celebrate 40 years of the LEGO minifigure. Let's see what's on the inside. This one has... the cat costume girl. So this was the second themed numbered traditional series, with Series 14 having monsters, this one having a costume party. I don't really like this series. I don't really care for the costume figures when they don't look like their LEGO counterparts. So yeah, this one isn't really one of my favorites. If I was to get a CMF cat, I'd just get Scratchy from the Simpsons line. But I do like that black tail right there. Also, this series had different colors for these plates. I really like that. I don't know why LEGO stopped doing that. Then in fall 2018, we had the Harry Potter and Fantastic Beasts minifigure series. Now, this was a series with 22 minifigures. That blows my mind. Unfortunately, the next CMF Harry Potter will not have 22 minifigures and will not have Fantastic Beasts characters. But we got Newt Scamander. And Newt Scamander is different from his other set counterparts with LEGO Dimensions and also with a LEGO suitcase set for Fantastic Beasts. This design does actually have a suitcase as an accessory, which you can open up. I really like that suitcase piece that I don't see too often. Now to the left, there's also a Niffler, which came in that other Fantastic Beasts set, but it was a nice cheap way to get him in the CMF. And in January 2019, we got the LEGO Movie 2 series. This was a huge change for LEGO CMFs. You can see the bags are a lot bigger this time, and from my understanding, they upped up the quality of the pieces here. You could even see this with some different packaging on the inside, where they came in regular LEGO set little parts bags, and there's also some pieces that came separately. This is the Apocalypse Swamp Creature, and the design of this does have a pretty boring accessory, which was just this little whip right here. I don't know, in general, I wasn't really a fan of this CMF, but I did really love how each CMF in this series had a white plate. Again, I like that color variation, and also those are super useful for my minifigure turnarounds in reviews. 4 series left, and you can see there's actually kind of a streak here of licensed series. There's 3 licensed series in a row, of course counting LEGO Movie 2 as a licensed series, but it was licensed by Warner Bros. And that angered a lot of the traditional LEGO minifigure fans. But either way, this is Disney Series 2. Inside, we got Hades. Or as I say, Hades. He's one of my favorite Disney villains, and I really love the detailing they went with this leg piece and this head piece for his design. Overall, a very fantastic figure, and no, you can't remove this flame from the headpiece. And the return of the traditional number series was brought with Series 19 in fall 2019. Inside, let's see which figure we got. Oh, it's actually one of my favorites, the biker. While Series 19 is far from my favorite series, it has grown on me a bit. This has always been one of my favorites from the series, though. I love its original idea for a LEGO CMF. Love the salmon color they use for her torso. Printing with this nice band-aid right there, which is just a cute little detailing. Also, the dual molded legs, this new hair helmet combo, which is really neat. How this face print right here reminds me of some of those 90s LEGO biker minifigures. The alternate face has a pretty confident smirk. And then we also have this interesting recolor of the bike. So that was kind of cool to fit into a CMF. And then tragedy struck in January 2020, where the DC CMFs in the United States cost $5 a pack. That is crazy. I love CMFs, but it's getting pretty ridiculous with the pricing. Now, this only had 16 minifigures as well, which was pretty lame as a step down from the 20 that the 2 Batman series had. Either way, we actually have Batman in here. This is based off of his first appearance, and this series also had those action pose pieces right there, which were kind of an interesting switch up. Now, he does have that rope as an accessory, also a batarang in blue, and this new cowl piece to match that first appearance, which removed, you can see he does have some face printing underneath. And then the last pack for this opening is Series 20, celebrating 10 years of the LEGO CMFs. So, let's see what's on the inside here. Wasn't a huge fan of this series, but there are some really cool figures. And it's Drone Kid. And this is a figure that my mom really likes, but I'm not a huge fan of. The new drone piece is pretty cool, I guess. It's just that LEGO's been doing so much drone stuff lately, I'm kind of tired of them. That's just attached to an Overwatch gun, which is kind of an interesting combination there. And those are propeller pieces that were not new, but released a summer before. Now we also have this corner tile for the control, which I really like that because I like getting different controllers and stuff like that. And this design, a lot of people are saying is Timmy from Time Twisters, which I don't see. But this T right here is actually a reference to the monorail LEGO set, which is one of the most rare LEGO sets ever. I really do like this blue cap that they use with the bright bluish green. And here are all of the minifigures we opened up together. So much change from the latest series to the earliest series. But still, it's just a creative bunch of colorful characters that, in my opinion, is a dream come true. As a kid, minifigures just wouldn't be as special or as unique. And to see LEGO put all of these unique minifigures out, it really has become my favorite LEGO theme, the CMF series. But either way, that's it for opening up with all of these figures. I'm somebody who appreciates LEGO packaging more than I probably should, but just looking at all of the traditional numbered series stacked together, their packs and everything, I do wish there was more color here because they've never done a purple series, and purple's my favorite color. Look at this huge stack of trash. And here are all the minifigure checklists, which the sizings changed once with the LEGO Movie 2 series, where they became a much bigger size, I think, unfolded, but smaller folded up. For comparison, older series, newer series. Regardless, I hope you guys enjoyed this every minifigure pack opening. You bet your butt I'll do another one next year, and this is always a fun series to keep up with, looking at the LEGO CMF history. Let me know which one's your favorite series in the comments below, as well as your favorite minifigures I've opened, and I'll see you guys later. Peace out. Bye.